Hello everyone, this is my reaction to last week's Star Citizen Live Q&A, Earning in the Verse. As always, this is not a summary, I only talk about things I find important.
Making things accessible from the start, but at some point, you go beyond the start. You're in mid-game, you get to end-game, stuff like this. Is everything supposed to be available in the store? Where do you draw the line for that's not something that should be available in the store, that's something that should go to one of the other ways that you attain things?
It's very hard to say that there's a clear line. This is where a bit of the art comes in, and at some point you say, okay, this is an exclusive item, or this is something that you should only get into the end game, or maybe a lot of things, not even a maybe, that's going to be a certainty. A lot of things you're not going to be able to just buy from a shop.
I don't like this. I think every base item should be available in shops and not only at a certain location, or maybe give us the option to deliver items to our home location. This game plays 900 years into our future and we still have to move to certain shops to buy certain items. And some items, base items, are not even available in shops, only in loot boxes. No, that's not a good design, CRG. Of course, you can make special items only available as loot, that's fine, but base items should be available in the shops.
We have to encourage players in traditional game design to go throughout the universe and try different things in order to attain their stuff.
No, you don't have to. This is bad game design. This feels like there's not much to do in our game. Let's make it so that players have to fly all over the universe just to buy a base item in a certain color. No. Be better, CRG.
Decision to make railguns that and missile launchers so you can't buy them in shops is a deliberate decision to encourage not just NPC shop trading, but it's really, really important to us to have vibrant player trading, and we don't currently have the full systems to support that, but you guys are really resourceful and you're going to make it happen, and we want to encourage that.
To encourage player trading, while we still don't even have any player trading interfaces. Are you for real, man? What are you smoking? How about working on basics first and then put things like this into the game? Oh no, that's a CRG.
If you take something like the anti-aim armor set, for example, like that has a value, it fits in with the algorithm, it makes sense, but the anti-aim armor set has a completely separate value to the people in the game because of its rarity, because of its availability and content.
CRG, do you even realize that this encourages RMT, real money trading, and cheating? I guess you don't.
I gotta ask you about the inventory system.
Yeah.
Help,
Okay.
Declan.
Well,
help.
There is
like stuff doesn't stack right. Stuff. It's. I gotta just help. What can you tell us?
We can help
fix it.
Well, I'm personally not fixing it. However, the talented folks in Montreal are working on a rework at the moment, so I will share some concept UI of what being worked on, and we can talk through it. Hang on, I don't use Zoom much, so here we go. So we're looking at some concept UI here. Obviously, you can see there's a visual facelift, but kind of the most interesting aspect to me isn't super obvious straight away, and that is that you will be able to access other inventories that are nearby to you within proximity. So if we start drawing, we imagine we've got our storage box over here, and then we kill the guy. Yeah, thank you. We kill the guy. Here he is. He's on the floor. So he would be accessible as one of the tabs up here, and then the inventory box would be over here. Same on the other side. And so when you press I to access the inventory, you can then access the dead bodies inventory, access your storage box. You can start moving stuff around without having to directly go up to the body, go up to the box, press F. So it's much, much quicker to kind of get in there and start looting. We'll just get rid of all this. If we focus in on one of the panels, you can see it's called Personal All. That's just kind of the default personal would be on the left, and it's all because it's showing everything that is stored upon your person at that moment. If you wanted to see what is in your backpack in particular, you have these side tabs, And then we have a search function which has been added in. If you were to click this, a search box would come out over here, and you can search the item that you want. You have your select all, your opacity, you have your filters. These filters are kind of similar to the freight elevator, where you have the drop-down box with the subcategories here. And we're working on these filters being multi-purpose. What I mean by that is, at the moment, filters, you click them once and it means I want to see these items. If you were to click them twice, it would hide that category of item. Now, there's a lot of people with freight elevators full of decorations they don't really care about at the time, so they can just hide all the decorations if they want to. Clear filters, sorting options. When crafting comes in, this will be big because you want to sort by quality, items here, that kind of stuff. And then tucked away in the corner is stack all, so that's a nice quality of life addition as well.
Just a nice little addition. Just a nice little addition.
There he is.
Anything about maybe getting to name our boxes, label our boxes?
Yes, so this is your commodity box, and then this would be like a backpack, and one of the options will be to right click and just rename them. So you could say like, oh, this is my box with high quality Jana lighting, whatever. So as you can see, looking at the inventory, everything's a square now. Instead of it being a mix of squares and long rectangles, that'll also be applied to the freight elevator, so the ship guns won't take up half the screen. You get a lot more information available to you. We have the equipment panel, where I know I just said they weren't rectangles. These ones are, but regular weapons aren't. So I'm technically true, but also lying. You can equip your attachments super easy here. The 1, 2, 3 is basically like the slot they're in, and then again, if you were to look at your ammunition, you can see which weapon it's viable with. If we go over to the character, we have all the slots. The slots would be shown by default here, and they're contextual. So if you want to quickly see all the backpacks you have available to you, if you were to click the backpack slot, then the various inventories would filter to only show the backpacks. Yep, we have the new tooltips, which are very nice. Rather than being text, we have bars. You've got a bit of info here. When we have crafting, then the crafting, the person who made it would replace the manufacturer. So it was crafted by whoever it was crafted by. We have taken into consideration wear and tear with integrity and durability. And I suppose you know there's more than 3 stats on a weapon. So if you were to right click and details, you get the full view with the scroll bar, the attachments, description which can be expanded, and then if you hover onto an item of the same type, you'll see the comparison stats as well. You can make the icons bigger or smaller. If you've got bad eyes, you can make them a bit bigger. Elliot, don't make a joke about Nick. The thumbnails as well, obviously there's a problem where sometimes they don't load, or sometimes they appear as holograms. That's been worked on as well. We'll get that fixed. I think that's it. It's probably not everything.
I like this, but it took CRT how many years to finally give us some kind of paper doll, something almost any other game uses, because a paper doll is quick, easy to use. You can see at one glance what items you have equipped and what slots are empty. I am looking forward to this.
At least the concept for the upcoming inventory revamp for folks in the chats that are saying 2026, 2027. Possibly. I'm not gonna BS you here. It's not in active development right now. It's just in the concept phase and being spec'd out, and the work is being figured out, and then it will be scheduled and stuff like this. So I can't speak. None of us can speak about when it will be developed.
Oh no, it's not even an active development right now. So this means this is years away. When were we supposed to get 1.0? What about Squadron 42 is feature complete?
As you may have guessed, and Brian Chambers may have let slip a bit earlier, we are feature complete on Squadron 42.
So this was just concept art, aka a faked video, like so many other faked videos CRT showed us in the last 12 years. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Okay, I was landed, I was getting off my pulse and I exploded. Flicker. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter or on Blue Sky.